Can't hear you. We can't hear you, Rita.
Says you're
Rita,
muted.
Rita.
Muted.
Can you hear me now?
Yes. Beautiful.
Okay. Sorry about that. So what we're going to do is do a little bit of review up to punch down. And then we're going to have a whole bunch of repeat movements. And the new move today is going to be the first striking tiger. Okay? So for our warm up, we're going to do the form from cross hands to where we left off last class. And then we'll do the review and the new move. Okay? So I'm going to turn around and I'm going to call it. So we're at cross hands. Embrace tiger, return to mountain. Shift right, turn the left foot almost to straight. Shift weight back, separate your hands, pull in the right foot. Swing, step, rush, strike. Roll back, circle your arms. Hands come to the roll back position and turn to the side. Press, pull in the right, attach the left, press forward, push. Straighten out your shoulders, flatten your hands, come back over a ball, hands in front of your chest, push out. Fist under elbow, shift weight back, flatten your hands, turn and pull, press down, release the left foot, ward off with the left, push out with the right. Step to the corner, connect, step right, grab, pivot on the left, pull down with the left hand, make your fist, root the left heel, lift up and punch. Step back, repulse monkey. Swing, step, hand to the shoulder, turn and strike. 2, swing, step, hand to the shoulder, turn and strike. 3, swing, step, hand to the shoulder, turn and strike. Diagonal flying, turn, pull in the right, step and close, open and turn the left foot straight. Raise hands and step forward. Pull in the left foot, circle the arms, root the right heel and close. White crane spreads its wings. Turn your arms, pull down, circle, step and close, turn, step and open. Left brush knee, turn your hands, swing, step, brush, strike. Needle at sea bottom, yield forward, pull in the right foot, pull back, push off your heel, change your footwork, sink down, fan through the back, push up, left attaches to the right, step and separate. Turn body chop with fist. Circle your arms, push off the left heel and turn around. Make your fist as you move your weight to the left. Root, chop, strike. Parry, block, and punch. Circle your arms toward the center. Swing, step, parry, block, punch. Step forward or Chengfu and grasp the sparrow's tail. Right ward off. Close and right ward off. Roll back. Turn to the corner and shift weight back. Turn to the other corner. Press, pull in the right, attach the left, press forward. Push, square up your shoulders, flatten your hands. Come back over a ball in front of your chest and push forward. Single whip, shift weight back, flatten your hands, pull and turn all the way around. Press down, release the left foot, ward off with the left, hook with the right. Standing ward off, step, deflect, and strike. Cloud hands. Shift to the right. 1. Step in. Step out. 2. Step out. 3. Right steps to the corner. Make a hook hand. Standing ward off. Deflect and strike. High pat on horse. Activate your hands. Move back. Toe touch and strike. Separation kick. Circle, pull in the right. Step and close. Separate and shift weight. Cross hands. Stand up. Look. Kick. Pull in and bend knee. Step, close. Separate, shift weight. Close. Cross hands. Stand up. Look. Kick. Bend knee. Turn body. And left heel kick. Left brush knee. Right brush knee. Swing, step. And punch down. Hands come to the center. Right toe goes to the corner. Turn. Both hands come to the right and punch down. How did that go? So last time, I think Allison had asked a question about from the left heel kick. So you said that the right hand did not seem to move very much. And it is true that the right hand doesn't move very much, but it feels like it moves more than it does because your body is moving. So when you're here, your body is faced kind of to the corner. But then when you're doing your left brush knee, your shoulders come square. And even though your hand is over your leg here, what happens is because your shoulders coming square, this feels like it's moving in more. Do you see what I'm saying? So you're here, and then you're coming here. So there are a lot of times where your hand is not moving much, but it feels like it's moving more because your body is moving relative to the hand. So when you're here, you're to the corner. But then when it comes time for you to turn, your hand is turning so that it's ready to go this way. But then your whole body is turning square before it turns to the side again. Do you see what I'm saying?
I think so, although I don't think I ever knew that.
I can't hear you.
Can you hear me now?
Do you have your speaker on or a mic on?
I thought so. Maybe not.
Can you hear me? I can hear her fine.
I hear her.
You might need to turn up your audio, Rita.
Rita, can you hear me? It's Michelle.
I show you as muted.
Rita, can you hear anybody? Rita? Rita?
Rita, can you hear me?
Do you hear me?
No.
I
I
guess
hear
that-
you.
That's the question.
Yeah, we can hear you, Rita.
Oh,
We can hear you. Can you hear
Oh.
us?
Your okay. Do you hear me any
Can
better?
you, yeah, we can
we
hear
hear you
you.
great.
Can you hear
Yeah, we
us?
can hear
Yes,
you.
I can hear
just
you.
fine.
Can
Can
you
you
hear
Okay.
us?
Can you hear us?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay.
Sorry about that.
good.
Okay. All right. So to repeat what I was saying to Allison, you had said that after the left heel kick, that since your hand is over your left foot, that it didn't seem like you're moving much, right? So I had said your hand is facing this way and it has to change in order to come down. So the part that I had neglected to mention is your body has to move. So when you're here, your body is facing the corner, but when you start your left brush knee, what happens is can you see my shoulders go that way before I come back this way? So it will feel like your left hand is moving a lot more, even though it is actually standing still in space. Your body's position relative to the hand will change, even though the hand is in the same spot. So you're here, and then you're changing your hand position, but you're going like this. Can you see that my shoulders move there before I come? And it will feel like your hand is moving a lot more because of that. Okay?
Okay. That's a nuance I don't think I ever have noticed before. I think I'm going to have to try it now.
Try it. Because think of it this way. Think of when you're doing it from white crane. When you're doing it from white crane, you are square to the front before you start, right? So here, yes, you start from a left heel kick, but when you're going into the brush knee, you're going to have to square up again before. Try it. Okay?
I think I see what you're saying now, but it's almost like I'm overthinking it now. So I'm going to have to
Oh,
practice a
yeah,
bunch.
but just think in terms of white crane, because you're very familiar with that. And then think, I'm starting from white crane and I'm going to left brush knee, and it will feel natural to you. Okay?
Okay, good. That's a
So
good.
are there any questions about punching down or any of last week's moves?
Not yet.
Not yet.
Love that one.
Okay. Well, if there aren't any questions, since I have a lot of stuff to do this time, we're going to go on. The next two moves are repeats. So we're going to go from punch down to turn body chop with fist and parry block and punch. So the only difference is, of course, the transition. Okay, so when you're at punch down, well, think about the last time you did parry block and punch. The last time you did turn body chop with fist. The last time you did turn body chop with fist, you did it from here. Remember, you were here. And what you did was you circled, you made your fist, you shifted your weight back, root, chop, and strike, right? This time, because you're coming from punch down, your transition is going to be a little different because you're here. What's going to happen is the left hand is going to be the same. You're going to come up. The footwork is the same. You're moving 135 degrees. But this hand is different because the last time it was here and it was coming down. It was pressing down. This time it's coming up. So it's just going to come up like this. So that's where the difference lies. You're going to end up, by the time you come here, you're in the same position. It's just getting here. Okay, the left hand stays the same. The right hand moves less. Okay, so you're here and you're just going to move here. And then the rest of it is the same. You pull in, root, chop, strike. So let's do that a couple of times just so that you get that transition straight. Okay, so you're punching down and you're in a bow stance and your left arm is circling up. Your right hand, when you were here, the face was going diagonally. What you're going to do is you're going to make the fist, the palm face down. Okay, so you're going to have it facing down as you come around in order to get ready for the chop. Okay, so when you're here, you're in the same position. Then when you shift back, you release the right foot, right? Root, chop, strike. So are there any questions on that one? So you're at punch down, you come up, you're pushing off the left foot. You're rotating to the right, the left over your head. your right fist faces down, the palm faces down. When you get over to the side, you move all your weight to the left so that you can release the right. Then root, chop, strike. So your root is just a little bit before your chop, but it definitely has to be before the chop. Okay? So here, circle, turn the left foot 135 degrees. All the weight goes to the back. Pull in the right, root, chop, strike. Are there any questions on that one? The next one is an absolute repeat. So it's parry, block, and punch, which you've done in the first section, you've done in the second section. And the only thing I want you to remember about parry, block, and punch is think forward. So after you're here, when you're doing parry, block, and punch, your hands come to the center, okay? They're circling and coming to the center. Your weight is shifting back. And you're going to swing, step. You're at one line, two sides. When you come to parry, all your weight should be on this foot. Block, punch. So by moving all your weight to the right foot, you're really committing to that forward momentum. Make sure that you're one line, two sides, because otherwise you will not be going forward. You will be going a little bit sideways. So when you're here, hands come to the center. It's like roll back with a fist. Then come back, pull back your right foot, parry, one line, two sides, block, punch. So let's do that all together from punch down, okay? So starting at punch down, we're going to do turn body, chop with fist, and parry, block, and punch. So turn body, chop with fist, push back with the left heel, circle, turn. So you're facing pretty much that corner. Then you shift all your weight to the left. Pull in the right. Root, chop, strike. Then parry, block, and punch. Hands come to the center, kind of like a roll back with a fist. Weight is back. Pull in, swing, step, parry, block, punch. Now we get to one old move and one new move, okay? So after you get to parry, block, and punch, what you're going to do is you're going to do what looks like Chengfu. You know, when you do this, when you're here and you kind of open your hands, You're going to do that, but instead of going to grasp the sparrow's tail, you're going to go into a kick. So here, you were here, and then the last time you did this, you opened like this, you opened your left toe, you made a left ward-off shape, your right fist was on the diagonal, and you went into right ward-off. Instead of doing that, what you're going to do is you're going to move the weight to the left. You're going to open the right. You're going to come up and you're going to do a right heel kick. Okay, so the transition is you were here, you open like Chengfu, and then you move your weight toward the right, toward the left. As you move your weight toward the left, you open your right fist. Then you, as you move all your weight over, you close, pull up your right foot, and heel kick. So there's a slight difference between the heel kicks and the separation kicks in that everything seems to come together more compactly, let's say. When you did the separation kicks, what you did is you closed, you stood up, you looked, and then you kicked. Whereas here, okay, you're here, you open, and actually you kind of do everything at once. You shift your weight to the left, you stand up, cross, kick. It's not so many steps, okay? So after this, so you're here. Let me show you what the next move is going to look like. Okay, you were here. You open. You stand up. You kick. Then what you're going to do is you're going to sit, step, move your hands to the right, look and step. And that's left striking tiger. That's what it looks like. Okay, and it's a relatively complicated step in that the details count. So what happens is after you've done you're here, you've done your right heel kick. When you step down, you want to step down so that your feet are parallel to each other toward the corner. What's going to happen is that the right foot is going to become the back foot of a bow stance. So that's why it's important that it's parallel to the left. So after you've stepped, in terms of the footwork, you did your kick, you step, so you're parallel. Then you shift all your weight to the right and make a bow stance. So actually, and that's pretty simple.
Are
in
you,
terms of,
are you,
yeah.
Are you at 90 degrees from where you ended before? Like you were facing one direction? Are you 90 degrees facing the other?
Relative to what?
Or you ended your right heel kick. Are you going 90 degrees?
Okay, so when I'm doing my right heel kick, okay, my left foot is planted to the corner, facing the corner. After I finish my right heel kick, when I bring it down parallel to the left, facing the same corner. Then I'm going to shift so that this becomes the back foot. Then I'm going to pick up and make a bow stance, and the front foot is going to be straight, facing straight forward. Okay? So that's the footwork. So it's pretty straightforward. You were on one leg, you step down, parallel, you shift to the right, pick up the left, and then make a bow stance. The hands are trickier. The hands, what happens is that after you've done your heel kick and you step down, your hands are here, right? One hand this way and one hand that way. When you step down, you're going to move the left hand over toward the right. And it's going to take on a warthog shape. And it's going to be pointed to the right forearm center. Okay? Then you're going to shift to the right. And then when you step out, you look. So while you're here, you were looking there when you kicked, you're looking there when you move here. You shift your way to the right, and then you look. You look and step. Now, you're going to move your hands as you shift your weight forward. So let me show you how the hands work. The way the hands work is that if we look at, I'll show you how they both go together, then I'll show you them individually, okay? So they're here, and then what happens is they're going to come like this. So this one was here, and what it's going to do is it's going to come in and then make a fist. So it doesn't have very far to go, right? It's coming here and make the fist. The other one is going to move all the way up here and make a fist. So what does this look like? This one looks kind of like, if you think about how the arm moves, it looks kind of like fist under elbow, right? You're coming in and you're punching toward the center in fist under elbow, right? So the arm makes a similar kind of movement. The left one makes a movement that ends up sort of like white crane. But there's a big difference in that here, when you did white crane, you came up. This one, you're coming from around. Can you see this round shape? Okay, so that's the big difference. So what happens is when you're coming here, okay, so the meaning of the movement is that essentially this one is clubbing and deflecting or punching. And this one is either deflecting or punching. So in order to show both variants, it comes in like this. So the hands are open in the beginning, and then they make a fist at the end. And the left fist is easier to make than the right, because when your hand comes around here, you just make a fist, right? when your hand comes here, you're coming here, the tiger's mouth is facing that way, and you're making a fist at the end. So you have more of a turn when you make this fist. Whereas this one, you're already facing in the right position and you just make a fist, right? This one, you have to come in and turn it. So that's why it's more complicated. The thing that makes this move difficult is, one, you have one hand making kind of a bigger circle than the other. This one's kind of a bigger movement. This one isn't much of a movement. And the other thing that's hard is the positioning at the end. So if you imagined that I had a stick, so at the end, I have this fist with my fist eye facing down, and this fist with my fist eye facing up. And imagine that you have a stick that goes through both fist eyes. So in this dimension, I'm up and down, but also when I'm in this dimension, I am up and down. I'm not this way or this way. So I have to think about it in 3 dimensions. And that's why it's a little harder. Okay. So when you come down, you're here. Then you step and look. And then your hands move and your bow stance and your hands in the final position arrive at the same time. So should we do the hands separately first, or would you like to keep doing them together?
Do them
Can-
together.
Can we do it
I think-
together from where you end right kick? So I'm getting
Okay,
a transition
so
in your arms.
So when you kick, you finish kicking, okay? Then you sit and step, okay? Both feet are facing that way. Then as you transfer weight to the right, you move the left over. This is now ward-off shape pointing to the middle of the right forearm, okay? You're looking that way. Step and look. I'm looking this way now. Then, as I shift my weight, I circle my arm.
Okay, I got that mixed up. Were you warding off with your left arm?
Yes.
Okay, I got it.
So here, step, shift weight, warding off with the left arm. Then step and look. Then circle as I'm shifting weight. And I make my fist at the end. So this left hand is like white crane in the end position. It's white crane with a fist. And this is like a fist under elbow. In terms of positioning. So everything is in the center in this dimension. And here you can see that it's centered here.
That's a lot of stuff today.
It's a lot of stuff. That's why I'm only doing one side. The other side is next week. Okay, so let's just do it a few more times, okay? So from the kick, okay, you're going to step down, feet parallel to each other, okay? Shift weight. Left hand is in ward up, pointing to the middle of the right forearm center. Then you are looking on that direction. Then step and look straight. Where you're going. Then circle your arms as you shift weight. Yes? Question?
Rita,
Yeah.
when you step down from the left heel kick with the right foot, I know it's parallel to the left foot, but is it a little forward of your left foot?
Actually,
So
it's
it's
a
not on
little,
the same
it's-
plane.
it's hard to talk about planes, but it's actually, if you're looking at it this way, if you drew a line this way, it's actually behind. Okay, so if this leg were here, okay, I have my stick. Okay, if my foot is here, then when I step down, I'm actually behind it. Okay, you're thinking that you're ahead of it, but it's not. It's behind it. It's parallel, and you're facing the corner. Okay, so
Okay.
think about your 2 feet being parallel, and you're facing the corner. So relative to the front, it'll be further this way.
So
That
it's
makes-
not because you squat down and step.
Well, you're here, okay, and you step. I'm behind that line. In other words, if I have the line between 3 and 9 o'clock, okay, then this foot would be behind that line.
Okay, so you do not squat down.
Yeah, I do squat down. So I come down, I squat down, and I step. And then I shift weight.
Okay.
And my foot is in that corner so that I can make a good bow stance.
Okay. Yeah, I guess if you have a ruler, it's kind of a little behind.
It's a little behind.
Okay. Thank you.
Welcome. It's okay. So if we were here, step, shift weight, then look and step.
When do you shift your arms where you do the ward off with your left?
Okay,
When does that
so-
happen, the footwork?
So here, you root your foot. Then as you shift your weight to the right, your left hand faces the middle of your right forearm. Then you're going to shift all your weight to the right because you're going to step out. So all the weight goes to the right. Then pull in, look, step out. And then your hands move. So
They only move as you shift your weight
they
forward.
only move as you shift your weight. So you were here, and then this hand essentially turns in order to get the tiger's mouth to go that way. Okay, so you were here, and you're going to turn and make it flat so that your tiger's mouth can go in that direction. While this one is turning so that it ends up palm out, just like white crane, and you make your fist. And here you make your fist. So you're here, flatten, make your fist. This one, you come out. This one is moving faster because it's got more distance to go, you know? So if you're both starting here, this one only goes from here to here. This one has to go all the way around there. So it's like it's got 3 times the distance. Okay, so you did your heel kick, your right heel kick. You sit and step, and you move your arms to the right. Then, when all your weight is to the right, you can pick up your left, right? So then you pick up your left, step and look, and everything arrives at the same time. The weight shift, the fists, everything comes together. Unfortunately, it just takes practice just to get everything to coordinate that way. Yes, Michelle.
I'm fine. I like
Okay.
this move. I enjoy this move.
I'm glad.
Yeah, I practiced it a lot, so I've kind of got all that twists and everything in.
Yeah, because in the beginning, the hard thing actually is to get the alignment, because
Yeah.
when you're coming here, you step, you move, look and step. Then to get everything to time out, that's the trick.
Yeah. I had trouble figuring out which one was supposed to be on the bottom and which one on the top for a while, but I got that down now. Which makes a circle and which just goes there.
Which just goes there. Yep. And the thing about making the fist at the last minute is kind of hard in the beginning also.
I don't think I ever was told that, because I just get there and I make it. So Whatever one gets there first makes it. So
Okay,
now I know.
well, yeah, now it's just to show that you could be grabbing and you could be punching. Okay. So what happens is that when this is this way, you're punching this way.
Ah,
When
okay.
this is this way, you're punching this way.
Yeah,
And so that's why they show it open first and then close.
yeah. And then visualizing a stick is really helpful.
Yeah, it's because it gets it in both dimensions.
Yeah.
Okay, shall we try it from punching down? Then we'll do turn body chop with fist, parry block and punch, right heel kick, and the first striking tiger.
Sorry, I have to
Okay.
leave early today. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. See you next week. Okay, so you're punching down. Then you're going to turn body chop with fist. So you're going to come up, circle with the left, turn 135 degrees with the left, then shift all the way to the left, pull in the right, root the right, chop, strike, parry, block, and punch. Circle your arms as your left, as your weight shifts left. Swing, step, one line, two sides. Parry, all the weight is on the right. Block and punch. Then this is like Chengfu. Open the left toe. Make and open your arms. Your right fist is still diagonal, but it's still a fist. Then as you shift weight to the left, you circle and cross, kick, then knee, then sit and step, shifting your weight, you move your left hand over toward the right. Then when all your weight is on the right, you look and step. You're in a bow stance now. Then circle your arms, striking tiger. Okay?
I have a quick question. When on your left foot, when you are turning and going into the bow stance, are you bringing your left foot in, or you just?
Yeah, you are bringing it slightly in because you're, the rule of thumb is you bring your foot in if your feet were wider than shoulder position relative to your ending where you're stepping out to. So because you were here, you're going to come in and then come out. Basically, it's to stabilize you. You're basically stacking and then stepping out. So your feet have to be pretty close together not to require you to step come in. You'll feel it. In other words, if it feels like you're not really in good balance before you step, pull in. Okay. So how about we do it from high pat on horse? Then we'll go all the way around and then we'll end up at striking tiger. Okay. So high pat on horse. We're facing this way. Separation kick. Open, pull in the left. Step and close. Separate and shift weight. Cross your arms. stand up, look, kick, bend knee, sit and step, close, separate, shift weight, cross arms, stand up, look, kick, turn body, and left heel kick. Left brush knee. Right brush knee. Punch down. Hands come to the center. Both hands come to the right and step. Brush and punch down. Turn body chop with fist. Come up, circle with the left. Turn the left foot 135 degrees. All the weight goes on the left. Root the right, chop, strike. Parry, block, and punch. Circle the arms. Come down, swing, step, parry, block, strike. Chengfu, so ward off left, fist goes down on the right, come up, cross, heel kick. Then step down, shift weight to the right. Everything goes to the right. Then when the weight is on the right, look and step. Then circle your arms and make your fist. How'd that go? Any questions? So this week, practice. Next week, we're going to do the same thing in the opposite side. So this one is left striking tiger because the left one is on top. You're going to turn around and you're going to do right striking tiger. So if you practice this one, it'll make it easier for you to do the next one. Okay? So thank you very much and practice. And I'll see you either 3 o'clock on Friday or next week. Thank you very much.
Rita.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Rita. Thank you.
Thank you, Rita.
Bye-bye.
Good class.